video. Thank you all so much for watching. So this video is about, pretty recently, the Nordic countries of Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Denmark are more or less trying to work together better and maybe have a combined Air Force. So this is from March 24th. So this is just a little bit ago. Today recording is April 16th. Nordic nations moved to link air forces into a 250 strong aircraft fleet. So I gotta say, I really, really love this because right now, Finland just joined the NATO alliance. There is now a really long border with Russia that I've already talked about in a previous video on why I think Finland is a great addition to NATO. So right now, there are these four countries: Finland right here, Sweden, Norway, and Denmark. And they currently, I believe it said that they have 250. Yes. I think this article goes into detail. Norway has 57 F-16s, 37 F-35s with 15 more on order. Finland has 62 F-18s, 64 F-35s on order, while Denmark has 58 F-16s and 27 F-35s on order, while Sweden has their, I think it's Griffin or Gripen. I'm not entirely sure how. Either that's a misspelling or that's actually how it's spelled. I don't know. So ultimately, the signing of, I think it was a JDI. Let me double check that. Yeah, Joint Declaration of Intent, or JDI. Basically, they're saying, hey, we're trying to make sure our air forces are more intertwined and regional cooperation in terms of air defense and air capabilities. So I gotta say, this, with now the addition of Finland joining the NATO alliance, ultimately this was the purple was the old border of NATO. We had the enclave of Kaliningrad, we had the Baltics, but now it's also a little bit with Norway up here. But also now this new land border with Finland have to cooperate together, because especially the Nordic countries, because Sweden has decided that they were joining, but the only thing that's holding Sweden up is Hungary and Turkey, because, well, Hungary and Turkey like to be the outliers. Hungary, I have no idea what Orban's doing. Erdogan, I think I've said this before, I think he's waiting until after the election, but ultimately Sweden is pretty much it's just a matter of time before Sweden joins the alliance. So now we have Denmark, Norway, and Finland in the alliance, but Sweden's coming. So ultimately, one of the hindrances of trying to consolidate all these air forces into one was the fact that Finland and Sweden were non-aligned for a long time. And now that Finland's joined and Sweden's on the cusp of joining, it's now easier to consolidate and intertwine your air forces and your air defenses. So this is one of the things that I really, really love. To me, this is a great idea because Norway has some serious capabilities. Finland also does. Denmark has some capabilities too, and Sweden is, they're very capable in their aircraft. So I love this. To protect the Baltic Sea, you have, what do they say? I think like 250, 300 aircraft. But ultimately, to protect the Baltic Sea, you need, common consolidated, interconnected air force and air defense. And I think this is just a great idea because we have 250 aircraft that will be able to patrol the Baltic Sea, which is essentially now going to be a NATO lake because the Baltics are in NATO, Poland, Germany in NATO, Denmark, Norway in NATO, Finland, Sweden's coming, and ultimately turn the Baltic Sea into just one big NATO lake. Mediterranean has been NATO lake for a while. So yeah, and the only parts of the Baltic Sea that the Russians have left is their enclave of Kaliningrad, and then the mouth of the Gulf of Finland between Viborg and St. Petersburg area. So I think this is a great idea. I love it. I really do. Nordic Air Force, you have 4 countries with very capable air forces combined into a 250 strong airplane air force. I think it's a great idea. I really do. It's now that Sweden and Finland have ended their period of non-alignment. I think it's a great idea, and ultimately work to strengthen and deepen the ties between those 4 is I think amazing for the alliance. So with that being said, that's the end of the video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Deuces.